T-minus 31 seconds, and we're gone for auto sequence start. T-minus 10 seconds, and we're gone for auto sequence start. T-minus 31 seconds, and we're gone for auto sequence start. 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition and liftoff.
What the heck? Hello everyone, and welcome to my 100% non-biased review of Boom Buster's Kickstarter demo. Boom Buster's Kickstarter demo is a wacky early 2000s style platformer focused on dropping bombs into corresponding containers. It was developed by the two devs at Tall Glass Studios, Vinny and Day Picone. Their Discord is in the description. The Kickstarter demo was released in mid-2024, and at the time of recording this video, it has reached 108% funding. It is currently only available on Steam and may be available on consoles later in development. It takes inspiration from other indie games such as Cuphead and Pizza Tower, but it not only draws inspiration from these two games, but also from other 90s to 2000s cartoons like Ed, Edd and Eddy, and Oggy and the Cockroaches. This game features a diverse cast of characters, from the main protagonist Buster to the main antagonist, the Wizard. There are other characters who play the role in the game, such as Bridget, who is Buster's girlfriend. Yes, that is canon. She plays the role of dropping all the bombs Buster needs to sort. There are some other minor characters, such as Dr. Zig and Cousin Eddie, but they play no major role at the time of recording and only have the potential for a DLC adventure in the future. This game currently contains a tutorial, 5 regular stages and a mini-boss. Each level tends to introduce new mechanics and sometimes new music and enemies. Let's start with the tutorial. Boom Buster's tutorial is your run-of-the-mill tutorial. It simply introduces you to Buster's full moveset. His moveset consists of a double jump, a backflip which can be used to scale platforms, a basic attack, and a slide/air dash. It also introduces you to Boom Buster's main mechanic, sorting bombs. By sorting bombs, you are given money depending on how many you sort at a time, ranging from $1 to the highest I've seen, $13.50. The dollars basically just act as your score and don't have any other purpose in the demo. It also introduces you to the superstar of the Boom Buster universe, Buster's nuclear ability. After syncing enough combos, the nuclear meter in the bottom right of your screen is filled up and you can activate nuclear mode, which makes Buster fast and immune to all attacks except for pits or spikes. Whenever you touch an enemy, you also kill them instantly. The music featured in this stage is called Drain Funkin', which in my opinion is a pretty good track for the tutorial and sets the theme for the stage very well. Apart from that, this is a well designed tutorial and I think it does a good job at getting you ready for the first stage. Boom Buster's first stage is similar to that of John Gutter from Pizza Tower, basically just a playground for you to test out Buster's moveset. It doesn't introduce any new mechanics compared to the tutorial, only introducing one enemy which I'm going to call Squigid. Something new it does introduce is a new music track called Rough Stuff Too Tough, which is probably my third favourite track of the game. It is a very solid track which I find suits this game's style. This stage is able to help you get used to Buster's controls and improve on them, making it a solid first level. Stage 2 of Boom Buster's demo is the first to introduce new mechanics, which include rising and falling platforms, clouds, temporary platforms, and rotating platforms. Also, something I forgot to mention about the last level is that in every level you can collect up to 3 pieces of food, 1 per act. These pieces of food are similar to the star coins from New Super Mario Bros. And will give Buster some extra cash for his troubles. The overall functionality of the collectible food in the game remains consistent throughout the levels, but currently it has no use outside of just being a collectible. Additionally, a new enemy introduced in this level is called Ball. The difference between Ball and Squigid is that you can only attack Ball from the sides and cannot jump on him like you could with Squigid. For me personally, this level was a wake-up call, indicating that if you don't manage your health, bombs and time wisely, there's no way you're getting a high score. Stage 3 introduces 2 new mechanics and a challenging new enemy. Players will now have to deal with coloured switches that control corresponding blocks. These switches add a large amount of difficulty to the game because sometimes you have to take a detour in order to get the bomb that is about to explode, which can be very stressful. Additionally, springs are implemented, which just give you a big boost upwards, nothing special. The new enemy Robert kinda reminds me of a Goomba, but there's one catch: you must only jump on his head. This is due to the spikes surrounding his body preventing the player from attacking him from the side. With these new elements, Stage 3 offers an experience that tests players' agility and quick thinking. The 4th stage starts off with a banging track, Top the Rooftop. It is by far my favourite track and I applaud the composers of this one. Stage 4 may also be my favourite stage because of the mechanics it introduces. It introduces the bouncy jelly, which a lot of the time prevents the bombs you drop from going into the container. They are also used later on in the level with coloured switches which can activate or deactivate certain coloured jellies. Another weird enemy introduced in this level is Coil Snake, which I'm going to call Snoil. Get it? Snoil. Boo! You may say I'm glazing this level, but I don't really see any reason for it not to be the best out of the 5 main stages. I tend to find the 5th stage to be a flood of new content. There are a total of 3 new mechanics and 1 new bomb included in this level. The mechanics consist of these cannons that shoot you in the direction their arrow is facing, some hazard blocks that you can't drop your bombs through, which can lead to some sticky situations, and finally flying bombs, which will tend to float where a cannon could shoot you or where you could jump to. There is also 2 new enemies in this level, Goblin Jr. and I'm just going to call it a Fuzzy because come on, the reference is super obvious. Another bomb colour has also been introduced in this stage, and it functions the exact same as both the orange and teal bomb, so all it does is just add some extra challenge. This level can be overwhelming at first, but once you do get used to it, you realise how well everything works together and how fluid all the movement feels. Well, I guess it's time for the mini boss. Here we go. The final mini-boss of Boom Buster is a culmination of all previous mechanics, all brought together for one incredible level. Not only is the gameplay really good for this level, the track Crack Violence goes so incredibly hard and I would unironically listen to this in my free time. As I had just said before, this is a culmination of all the mechanics in the game with an added one as well. The wizard boss himself, who will occasionally do things to try and throw you off and get you to lose or die. This can range from sending fireballs at you, casting down lightning, summoning enemies, and turning off the lights, which also leaves him in the dark, which I find pretty funny, to be honest. This is definitely the most challenging level in the game, and it makes sense being the big ultimate mini-boss level. The 3 acts sort of act as lives for the wizard in this stage, with every act removing 1 of his hit points, until it reaches 0 and you complete the stage. Something I would also like to mention is the Las Vegas sphere in the background displaying goofy images, and I thought it was just a pretty good addition and it added to the level and the game's overall feel. This mini-boss outdoes itself and does well to wrap up the main game.
I hate you. Your nose is big and you're orange.
Here's a real blockbuster.
There is one thing you do unlock after you do complete the game's mini-boss. You unlock a palette, which at the moment has no purpose apart from changing the way Buster looks. Overall, Boom Buster's Kickstarter demo delivers an entertaining platforming experience, giving classic mechanics found in platformers a brand new coat of paint. Its characters are bound to be adored by fans, and everything from the characters themselves to the objects and enemies, even the backgrounds, have been tailored perfectly for a 2000s-esque art style. It's a promising start for Tall Glass Studio, and I'm excited to see how the game evolves with future updates. Even if a game may seem perfect though, there is still flaws to be found, and the flaws I found in this game were a repeated use of music and the fact there was only 7 stages including the tutorial. This is what you should expect from a demo though, and I'm sure that the devs will be hard at work making new content for us in the future. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check out Boom Busters Discord and Kickstarter in the description.